What's going on, everybody? Ooh, the sunlight is bright. Hope everyone's having a good day. We're gonna get started here on our live stream. Hope everyone's having a good day. Really bright. So we do have some questions. I'll answer some questions before we get started. Russell, does Ledger support Volt? Are you talking about Volt Inu? Johnny, hey, do you know the ratio of Ledger to crypto steel sold? Yes, sorry, I know I ask every week. I don't have that information. As far as crypto seals go, I know quite a bit of people do have them as a backup alternative. So there's that. But yeah, for today's stream, we are doing the Ledger Nano X. You guys can see the lighting is very bad here. Just really bright outside. You guys can see Ledger Nano X. And I'll get started here shortly. Of course, guys, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask down below. There is some mods in the chat that will definitely address your questions during the stream, and then at the end of the stream, I will be able to answer any of your guys' questions and then show you guys how to do things visually. Rick Caruso, what's up, Rick Caruso? I know you were here last week. I remember you, Rick Caruso. Verge support. Let me check Verge for you. And after I check, we will get started here. And sorry for the lighting, it's just really bright, and yeah, gotta fix this setup. Verge, we do not support Verge. Not yet, at least. Yeah, not yet. All right, I'll just get started with the device setup. I'll breeze through it. I'll show you guys how to do things in Ledger Live, of course. How to receive NFTs, how to view NFTs, how to send, how to receive, how to swap. Show you guys a whole 9 yards, and then I'll answer any questions you guys may have. No problem, Rick Caruso. So, of course, Nano X, the packaging is going to come like this. Sometimes, you might have special Ledger. Yeah. I'm definitely going to change it. It's just super bright right now. Thanks for the tip, Elijah. Super bright. Let me see if I can fix it. It is not. Did not know the sun just came in, so try it. Know that I'll do anything, but try it. All right. Yep, that is way better. All right, cool. So of course, right, sometimes there's limited editions. Limited edition nanos. This is a VCon edition. But for the most part, it's just gonna come standard plastic wrap, Ledger Nano X in the front. You guys can see. To show you guys what it looks like inside, right? So when you take it out, it's gonna come with the Ledger device, of course. And before I show you guys the Ledger Nano X, well, I'm showing you guys right now. Some of you guys may have questions. What's the main difference between the two products that we sell, the Ledger Nano S Plus and the Ledger Nano X? As you guys know, we do. And then we also have the Nano S that has been phased out. As far as the Nano S Plus goes, let me see if I can show you guys. I have that here. Let's see. Give me 1 second. As far as the Nano S goes and the Nano S Plus, here they are. Memory is going to be different between 3, but in terms of the Nano S Plus and the Nano X, memory capacity is relatively similar. What I mean by that is how many apps you can have on the device, right? So with the Nano S Plus, the big difference between these two are going to be the Bluetooth. So if you're someone that likes to use mobile, like your iPhone, Android, and you don't want to always connect to your computer to, make transactions or send, you will have to get a Nano X Plus. If you're on Android, you could plug in your Nano S Plus with a cable to your Android. That is an option. iOS, we don't support that yet. Moving along, when you unbox it, it's going to come pretty standard. This is what it should come with. 3 recovery phrase sheets. Should say hello, and then 3 recovery phrase sheets. And then I will show you guys what those recovery phrase sheet looks like. It should look like this, okay? Pretty standard. This is very important. When you get your Nano, right, the only place you ever want to write down your recovery phrase is on this sheet. You never want to put it on a phone, like take a picture of it or store it online. It's very important that you understand that this is the only place you should write your recovery phrase, and then the Nano X itself or any Ledger Nano device is the only place you should import your recovery phrase. And then I'll show you guys more of that as we move along the unboxing. And then we also get charging cable, USB data cable right here, and then it also comes with a keychain. So yeah, that's pretty cool right here. Keychain, pretty standard. All right, so moving along, we're gonna do the setup. All right, so I'm gonna plug this device. Plug this device to here. All right, so I plugged it in. See? So when you plug it in, you're gonna get prompted with a welcome screen. Welcome to Ledger Nano X. Press right button to continue. In terms of button functionality, this is gonna allow you to go to the right. This is gonna allow you to go to the left. Pretty simple. Most of you guys who are in here are probably have your device set up. But for those of you who are just coming in and following along, this is basically how you go between stainless steel. It's worth it for our recovery phrase. Yeah, I definitely recommend it, Rick Caruso. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you guys this process. Before we get into this process, I want to explain to you guys the most important thing. I mentioned it earlier with your recovery phrase and the recovery phrase sheet. So basically, Ledger derives its security right from your recovery phrase being generated offline. That's a very important element when it comes to self-custody, because that limits you from vectors of attacks, right? So let's say with a software wallet like MetaMask, right, your recovery phrase is generated online, and if a hacker was ever able to get your access to your computer, they can simply go to MetaMask and click the reveal recovery phrase. There's like a feature in MetaMask that will reveal the recovery phrase, and they can access all your funds, right? As you guys know, your recovery phrase is how you allows you to access all your funds on the blockchain, right? We know that. And yeah, some people have this misconception that your recovery phrase, yep, exactly, Ben. Shout out to Ben. Your recovery phrase or your funds are stored on the Ledger device. Nothing's actually stored on the Ledger device. Everything is stored on the blockchain. The recovery phrase is what basically validates that you are the owner, right? It's the master key that validates you're the owner to those funds. So very important. Moving along, let's get back to the program. I'm just gonna show you guys the concept. I'm not gonna go through this because it is a lengthy process, and I want more time dedicated to helping you guys set up Ledger Live and answering any questions, right? So when you click it, right, when you continue, you're gonna click both buttons, right? Like to confirm, we'll click, and we're just gonna set it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're gonna confirm again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty self-explanatory. Write down your recovery phrase. Like I mentioned earlier, you're gonna write down your recovery phrase on the piece of paper. And Ben is a mod in the chat. So you guys have any questions, feel free to ask down below. I'll definitely address questions as we move along here. So as you guys can see, this is where you'll write down your recovery phrase, right? Double click. All right, as you guys can see, right, they are your only backup, right? Ledger does not store any private information, so it's very important that you understand that if you ever lost your 24-word recovery phrase, there's nothing we can do to help you recover it, right? Press both buttons, continue, okay? And then you would just fill this out, right? So that's pretty simple. I'm just gonna skip through this part, right? Obviously, right, you would write down your recovery phrase vertically, right? Make sure when you write it down, you write it 1, 2, 3, 4. Some people write it from left to right, right? That's just like the normal, and they disregard the numbers. So it's very important that you get the correct order, okay? So we just go through it, you write down your recovery phrase, and then you would confirm here, go through it, press left, boom. Right, so you verified and then continue, and you would, confirm your recovery phrase. That is it for the Ledger device setup. I'm going to show you guys Ledger Live, how to set up Ledger Live. Then if you guys have any questions regarding the setup, feel free to, ask me. I'll be glad to address it. It's just a lengthy process to write it down, so I want to get to more questions. So let's get to it. So first off, Ledger Live, I just want to explain to you guys. Let's go to here. And let's go here. All right, so best practice always is go directly to ledger.com, okay? Very important that you don't search Ledger on Google, because you may accidentally run into a fake Ledger Live scam, right? There's a lot of Ledger Live scams out there that ask for your recovery phrase. It's very important that you never give your recovery phrase to anyone, right? Ledger will never ask you for your recovery phrase. So there are, impersonators out there that, may ask you for it to help you. Well, obviously, like I mentioned, we don't ask for any private information, right? We don't need your recovery phrase to help you. So just understand that. And then, yeah, download Ledger Live. You guys can see, we just go here, apps and service, ledger.com/ledger-live. You download Ledger Live. This is our native software. Ledger Live is a software that's going to allow you to manage your accounts on the blockchain, right? So some people have this question, like, what happens if, something goes wrong and Ledger, disappears, right? You still have your 24-word recovery phrase, so you can use any other software wallet on the internet, right? MetaMask to access your Ethereum, EVM-based accounts. You have Electrum for Bitcoin. There's plenty of, wallets out there, right? You just would enter your recovery phrase into the software and you'll be able to access your accounts. Obviously, that is last resort. You never want to enter your 24 words that are generated from a ledger into any of these software wallets, because now there is a vector of attack, right? So as soon as you download Ledger Live, this is what you're going to get. And let me hide this so you guys can see. Pretty simple, right? You download Ledger Live, this is what you're going to see. What you're going to want to do on the device is, let me just show you guys, right? Just enter in, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're in. Now we're going back here. What you're going to do is you're going to go to get started, and you're going to pick on the device you have, Ledger Nano X, connect your Nano X, okay? Nano. Okay, and then on the device, you're going to have to allow Ledger Manager. Boom, just double click it, and you are in. Okay, so now we're going to go back. All good. What that was is it was a genuine check, right? This check is going to let you know if the device has been tampered with or anything, right? So for those of you who got a Ledger device off Amazon or a certified retailer of ours, Best Buy, right? We have seen some Ledgers in Target. So any reseller or retailer that sells Ledger, right, they're going to have to pass a genuine check, right? So it is safe to buy from one of our official retailers as long as it passes this genuine test, okay? All right, so click. I'm just going to hide this to show you guys. Okay. this. Okay. All right, so we're gonna click continue. And boom. All right, so now you have Ledger Live. This is pretty self-explanatory, but I'll go through it real quick. So portfolio, right? This is how you're gonna see your accounts. My first best practice for you guys is, of course, go to my ledger to check your firmware version. All right. This is how you're gonna see all your apps and firmware version. As you see, this is a test ledger, so I have quite a bit of apps downloaded, right? App version or firmware versions up to date. So just come here. There are updates, so you can come here and update it, right? Let's just update all. All right. So while that's going on, I'll go through some more stuff. So market, right? This. Oh, we gotta finish updates. So while that's updating, I will answer some questions. Let's see. Exactly, Roy. Exactly. Yeah, whole coin nerd. You just need to have the most up-to-date version of Ledger Live, and you should be able to download or see your Cardano asset on there. Thanks for helping out, Roy. When will we be able to stake our ADA on our Nanox? No ETA on that, Rick Caruso, but that is something that is in the pipeline. So definitely stay tuned for that. I know many of you guys want, more staking options, so we'll definitely deliver. Okay, let's see. Anything else, guys? If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask down below. Feel free to ask down below. And then when you update your apps, you're just going to get that on your screen. Right, so just updating. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I can show you guys how to set things up. But yeah. Now let's go back. No questions. I'll just go back to Ledger Live. So once you have your apps downloaded, it's gonna look like this. No updates available. Portfolio. So let's add some accounts in here. Let's add some Polygon. All right. So every time you add an account, you'll have to have the app corresponding to the account. So we're gonna open up the Polygon app, and what that's gonna do is allow Ledger Live to scan our accounts on the blockchain. So all right. So as you guys see, I have two accounts on here. I'll add, let's see, I'll add Ethereum to show you guys how NFTs look. Okay, do this real quick. Okay. And every time you guys add an account, right, all this feature is just syncing up with the blockchain, right? Scanning what you own on the blockchain. So there you go. All right, so to show you guys how to see NFTs, it's just gonna show you. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to go to accounts, Ethereum. So as far as NFTs go, we only support Ethereum and Polygon at the moment. If you have NFTs on other networks, they will require third-party wallets. All right. So as you guys can see here, we have a brick NFT. You would just click it. Boom. And then you would be able to view your NFT right here, right? So pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then you guys can also see the latest transaction right here. So see where it was sent from, the fees, everything, right? And then you can obviously view on the Block Explorer. That's how you would view NFTs. As far as sending crypto goes, okay, so let's send crypto. Let's send Polygon from Polygon 1 to Polygon 2, right? So what you would do to receive crypto is you would go to this specific account. You guys can obviously rename your accounts right here, right? You guys can rename your account right here, but click receive. Boom. When you receive, you will have to, of course, open the Polygon app, double click, go back here, and you will have to confirm the message on the device, right? So you're just gonna confirming best practice is first four, last four, right? That's my best practice. So just verify the address, and I will verify it. Okay, that looks about right. We're gonna approve the message, and the address is shared securely. Okay, so now we have the address securely. We're gonna go here, and to send, you're just gonna go to the account, click send. Oh, I did not copy the address. Okay, so let's just do that again real quick. Receive, copy. Okay, by the address. Okay. Oh, now we're gonna go to send. Send. Okay. Send. And when you send, you're gonna have to do the same thing. You're gonna have to verify. We'll send one Matic. You're gonna have to verify the message on the device as well. That's a good thing about a ledger, right? When you perform any transactions, right, what you see on the ledger is what's happening, right? Usually with computers, there's a lot of scams going on where messages can be altered. Like, let's say you perform a transaction on MetaMask, that's not through your ledger. The message on MetaMask can be altered, right? Like a scammer could basically show you something that you're actually not doing. So that's a good thing about a ledger. So boom, we just sent one Matic there. All right, and it came in instantly. So yep, and then I also have an NFT on Polygon, and yep, as you guys can see, pretty self-explanatory to send and receive. And then accounts, you can obviously add multiple accounts, right? Whatever accounts you want to add that we support, feel free to go to the plus add account button right here and add your account. Now the Discover tab, this is my favorite tab because there's so much things. As you guys know, we have a lot of integrations on the pipeline, right? We just integrated Binance. We have Paraswap and 1inch that are very good dexes. If you guys swap on Ethereum and Polygon, feel free to check it out. Very seamlessly, right? And yes, Colin, I'll explain XRP tags in a sec. You can stake ETH. You can buy crypto directly through Ledger Live. And obviously, if you guys want to check it out, feel free to. But for today's video, I'm just going to perform a quick swap, show you guys how easy it is to swap in Ledger Live. Discover tab, okay? So we're going to be using Paraswap. Okay, so I'll swap on the Polygon. Okay, so let's swap 5 Matic. 5, let's do some stable coins. USDC. Okay. Oh, shoot. 5. Okay. So here we go. We're just going to perform the swap. So when you guys want to do a swap, you're just going to go here, Paraswap or 1inch, doesn't matter. The UI, user interface is going to be relatively similar. You're going to go to networks, whatever network your coins or tokens are on. If you guys are performing tokens, you will need to do a token approval. If you guys are doing native currency like Matic to the Polygon or ETH to ETH, you won't. It's just going to be a one-step process. If you're doing tokens, it's going to be a two-step process. So let's perform the swap, confirm order, and now you guys can see here. This is what's happening. Right, the fees, continue, time transaction. Right, this is what's going to happen on the device. Give it 1 second. This is what you're going to see in Ledger Live, right? It's going to check the app dependency, right? So if you don't have the Paraswap app, you will need to download it, okay? So let's see. I gotta download the Paraswap app to perform the transaction. Let's see. See. Ooh. Okay. So it's not here. Should have it on here actually. Okay, so I do have it. Do have it on here. Let's go back. Okay, let's go back to swap. I do have the Paraswap app downloaded already. Okay. See here. Firm order. Oh, there might be an issue with the Paraswap app. Let's see. Yeah, there might be an issue with the Paraswap app, so I can't perform the swap today. It might be going through an update or something, but yeah. All right, no worries. But yeah, this is where you would go. There's just some issues with the app right now, so you can't do the swap. Let's see. Yeah. So can't do that, but that's basically what you would do in the Discover tab, right? We have quite a bit of things here. Make sure you guys check it out. You guys can buy, and then you guys can obviously swap through an exchange. This is going to give you more options to swap Bitcoin and XRP and all the other, coins on other networks. Whereas the Discover tab, Paraswap 1inch, that's just Ethereum, right? And then we have our cards and then My Ledger here. Pretty simple. Information center, giving you guys updates. And oh yeah, discrete mode. Let me show you guys that. Discrete mode, hide your balance, help, settings. Settings, you guys can check this out. Help and clear cache. This is a very good feature to resync your accounts up with the blockchain if this is not synchronized, right? But that is it, basically it for the Ledger Live setup. Pretty simple. I went pretty fast today. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. And before I do that, I do want to show you guys how to contact support for more complex situations where you don't want to, discuss your private information on this live stream. So I'm going to show you guys how to, get in contact with us. Go to ledger.com, right, and go to support. And then you're going to go to help right here. New conversation, right? So basically, these filters can take a little bit, but this is what's going to allow us to assign you with the best agent to deal with your specific, case or situation. Okay, so oh, this is how you would submit a ticket. You're going to have two options. We do have live chat hours, very, very flexible. Um, and then you would submit a live chat right here. So that's basically how you would get in contact with us if you guys have any issues. Okay, so that's basically it regarding how to submit a ticket. Best practice, of course, always go to ledger.com, just type it in the URL search bar. So that's basically it in terms of Ledger Live setup. As you guys can see, we set up our accounts, added accounts, downloaded apps. Very simple to use, right? The main thing, the most important thing, like I want to mention, is understanding how recovery phrases work and understanding how to keep your assets safe, right? So let's get to the questions. Let's see. We have Elijah. Yes, can you show the video where Joe Green hacked a hardware wallet? It was different hardware wallet. Yeah, I think I've seen that video. Yeah, I mean Ledger devices have never been hacked, so I can only speak for Ledger. See if we have anything else. Hope everyone's having a good day. Trezor, right? I believe so. I'm not 100%. I don't remember. But Yeah, Ledger's never been hacked, so that's all I can say regarding that. Okay, as long as you guys keep your recovery phrase offline, like written down on that piece of paper, and only ever import it on the Ledger device itself, you guys are good for the most part. And what I mean by that is there are other vectors of attack like malicious contracts that we can definitely go over in another video or another stream. So, yeah. Yeah, so feel free to ask any questions if you guys have any. Um, my Songbird tokens I was trying to import from my Uphold account is Songbird and ERC20 Rick Caruso. So how do you feel about how he acted? That's something I really can't talk about, Elijah. Um, to be honest, I can only talk about things related to Ledger. Songbird, let's check. I think Songbird has its own network, right, Rick Caruso? Songbird. Songbird. SGB, right? Yeah, so Songbird has its own network. Um, yeah, I'm not too sure when it'll be supported, Rick Caruso. It really just depends on demand, right? If there is a community demand for it. Um, yep, exactly, Roy. Help XRP tags, please. Sure. Colin, so what was your question? I think your question was on destination or memo tags, right? I think someone addressed it earlier, but if they didn't, basically what an XRP or memo tag is, there's going to be memo tags for coins like Stellar, right? XLM, XRP. And basically what it is it's going to allow the exchange. So when you send funds to an exchange, right, they custody your funds, right? So when they receive your funds, they're not going to know who those funds belong to, right? So the destination tag allows the exchange to be like, okay, the funds that we just received belong to Colin, and that's how they would assign the funds to you. Hopefully that makes sense, Colin. It's pretty self-explanatory, pretty simple. Um, Ledger is hard to set up. Hey Kelly, how are you doing? What's your question, Kelly? I just breezed through the setup process. Feel free to go back and check it out. If you have any questions, though, I can definitely help you out there. I have coins on my MetaMask account. Do I send those coins over to my Ledger address and then go to MetaMask, create account for my Ledger for MetaMask? All right, so since we have quite a bit of time today, Kawaii, I'm gonna show you how to see here. I'm gonna show you how to connect. Do you have an open box for Nano S? Yeah, JC, give me 1 second. I can definitely show you. I do have one. I just want to show Kawaii Man this. Okay, so let's go to let me show you Kawaii Man. So see here. Let's show you real quick Kawaii Man. Okay. So as you can see, Kawaii Man, you are going to click connect hardware wallet. As soon as you send your funds to your Ledger wallet address, you're gonna click connect hardware wallet. This is gonna allow you to connect your Ledger. You'll know it's your Ledger account because it says right here, right? And we do have an article on that. So feel free. If you need help setting up your Ledger with MetaMask, feel free to let me know, Kawaii Man. But yeah, process would go, you would send your funds from your MetaMask hot wallet account to your Ledger, ETH, or whatever coins, right, or tokens, and then you would connect your Ledger to MetaMask to be able to, do the same functions and functionality as MetaMask, or you can use Ledger Live, of course, to view your accounts. If we don't support the specific token, you would go to MetaMask. And then Ava, do you have an open box for Nano S Plus? Yeah, I do. Let me show you. It's just gonna come with this. Right, it's gonna come with this, right? The orange sheet gonna come with a purple keychain, cable, and of course the device. Obviously you can't turn it on because the Nano S Plus doesn't have battery, but yeah, it should come pretty simple like that. It'll obviously also come with like this silver sheet. Kelly or Ava just come with this sheet too. But yeah, that's basically what it comes with. Okay. Are eBay purchase of Nanos possibly unsafe? As long as you understand how the device works, for the most part, it shouldn't be unsafe. The reason why it's not unsafe, Rick Caruso, is because remember, I know you were here early in the stream, right? But when you set up your Ledger device, you'll have the device itself has to pass a genuine check, right? So whenever you buy a Ledger device from a third party or like a reseller, as long as the device when you get it, it doesn't come with a pre-generated recovery phrase. So let's say it doesn't come with something like this, and it says, "Oh, these are." Or here, I'll show you guys a better. If it doesn't come with something like this inside and says this is your recovery phrase, right? Obviously, you guys know to never use a recovery phrase if it ever comes with one, right? You always want to generate it on the device itself. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. Elijah, have you ever used a Bitcoin ATM machine? No, I don't. Elijah, the reason why I don't is because the spread on it is insane. It's insane. So like let's say Bitcoin is 19K, right? If you buy one Bitcoin for 19K, it'll probably cost you like 19.6 or 19.5 for one Bitcoin. No problem, Kawhi, man. Um, yeah, so the process should be pretty simple, Kawhi. Just send your your funds to your ledger address. If you want to still use MetaMask, right? Make sure you like the Connect hardware wallet. Some of you guys may have questions on, is it safe to connect your ledger to a software wallet? It is, because you're not exposing your recovery phrase, right? All you're doing is exporting your public keys essentially to the software wallet. And what they do is they allow the software to scan all your accounts on the blockchain, right? And the reason why it's still safe is because even, let's say, even if your computer was hacked or whatever the case, right? God forbid, but if that ever happened, they still need the physical device in hand to sign the transaction, right? So let's say they can see your Ethereum and your MetaMask ledger account, but they can't do anything because they don't have they don't have your recovery phrase, right? And two, they don't have the physical device in hand to sign transactions. Uh, um, Polkadot staking problem rewards not work and nominate validators. Unselect. Thanks for the answer. Best regards. Belgium. Nice, nice. Yep. Yep. Ben is our Polkadot expert. So he can definitely help you out with Polkadot. I'll probably need more information, Lamb, to check out what's going on with Polkadot. Ava, the outer packing is purple color in the front. The one I've seen was whitish. All right. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab a brand new one and I'll just unbox it live to show you. Give me 1 second. All right, Ava, I am back. So I do have a brand new one. Regarding your question though, there are gonna be some variations of it. As long as it looks like a ledger and you connect it to Ledger Live and it passes the genuine check, you should be good for the most part. Um, this is, I'm just gonna unbox it real quick, to show you how it should look. This is a office one, so I can definitely unbox it. See if we have any questions. Second, I need if you have any other questions. Then I'm just gonna unbox it for you, Ava, and I will show you what it looks like inside. Hi guys, so win Thorchain app for Nano S Plus. Yes, Sebastiano. That's something that is definitely asked about. Hopefully we support that. I know. All right, so show you real quick, Ava. I'm unboxing it. This is a Nano S Plus. Okay, so you get it. Open the box. Okay, and then this is how it should come. Trust yourself, and then it should come like that. Okay, so let me know if your Nano S Plus looks like that, Ava. All right, let's see. Elijah, so is it possible to store? Yeah, Elijah, there's no limit. That's a good thing about crypto when it comes to self custody. There's no limit how much you can hold, right? Um, you can send as much as you want. You can store as much as you want on the blockchain, right? It's 100% self custody, right? You're 100% solely responsible for your funds, right? As I mentioned earlier, Ledger doesn't store any private information. Yeah, Kawhi, man, exactly. Um, that's the route you're gonna have to take. You're gonna have to send every single token to your Ethereum ledger address. Thank you. I didn't open mine yet. I was curious why mine had purplish. What do you mean by purplish? Do you mean like that the card is purple, Ava? Sorry, I didn't understand about Thorchain. Yeah, so that's the Thorchain app. That's something that we did have the support for the Nano X and Nano S, I believe. But with the Nano S Plus, since it's a newer device, right, we have to carry the apps over. So that's something that I don't have an ETA for, Sebastiano. You'll just have to wait, but hopefully we can get that integrated for you soon. So yeah, keep asking questions, guy. I'll be here for another 15 minutes. Keep asking questions. You guys have anything you want to know, I can show you guys visually or answer directly on here. XRPL and Discovery soon. What is XRPL, Austin? And what's up? I remember you from a few weeks ago and last week. You were here, right, Austin? XRPL. Okay, you just opened it, Ava. Cool, cool. Yep, yep. It should be like the trust yourself, silver sheet Ava, right? And I'll just show you, right, packaging. Sometimes there's going to be custom packaging depending on what ledgers you know. There's like we have custom collaborations, right? The device functionality is going to be the same across the board, right? It's just all aesthetics when it comes to design, packaging, and stuff of that nature. As long as it passes the ledger live genuine check and your recovery phrase you generate it on the device or you're importing on the device from a previous ledger and you're not, you know, using a ledger that's already set up, you're good. All right. So XRP ledger, do you mean XRP ledger? I mean, I know you would just use oh, XRPL. Okay, okay. Gotcha. I thought you were referring to XRP toolkit. I'm not too sure on XRP. Just on the sole fact that it is going through um investigations at the moment. So in terms of like a lot of features, it's very limited right now, right? It's postponed, right? You can't swap for XRP if you live in the United States. All right, so yep, Kawhi, you're right. There are people that do it. It's not good practice because why? Your MetaMask has already been exposed to the internet. Obviously, if if you kept your computer safe and there's no viruses, but you can't, 100% be certain. And that recovery phrase is, like there is a vector of attack. So it's definitely not best practice. The best practice is to move your funds directly to your Ledger wallet address. The Ledger wallet address, um, the recovery phrase has to be generated offline, right? That's how you know for sure, for certain, that your funds will be safe, right? Because there's no vectors of attacks if you just generated your recovery phrase offline on device, never put it on the internet, right? It's literally impossible for anyone to get access to it, right? Yeah, exactly, Jacob. Rick Caruso, can you please tell us the difference between XDCE on our Nano S? So XDCE, let's see. I think one is a Ethereum token, XDC. So XDC network is its own network. And then let's see. Let's see here. I think one is XDCE. Yeah, so XDC is its own network and it looks like it's EVM. I believe it's EVM. Yep, exactly, Ben. That looks like it's it. Yeah, there's our ERC20 version, and then there it has its own native currency. Yep. Just like Matic, Kawhi Man, or not Kawhi Man, excuse me, Rick Caruso, right? Matic can be on the Polygon network, or it can be on the Ethereum network as an ERC20 standalone token. See if we have any other questions. The Nano S Plus with Thorchain. Let me check. I can check for you. I don't believe we support it yet, but I can definitely check. Let's check for you. Check. Set this up real quick. All right. Yep, exactly. But I could definitely check. Okay. Let's see. Thorchain. Yep, we don't have Thorchain for the Nano S Plus yet, so that's something you'll just have to wait on. But we do have it for the X, so. Rick Caruso staking BitTorrent on our Nano soon. I have no ETA on that, Rick Caruso. No ETA on BitTorrent. After SEC case, what is likely to happen with ledger adoption? As far as XRP goes, I'm not 100% sure, but you'll be able to do anything when it comes to decentralized stuff. As far as centralized stuff like swapping within Ledger Live, it depends on the ruling, but that's something, I don't have an answer for. I don't have an answer for that, Austin. As far as what happens after the SEC ruling. Perfect because very strange. Yeah, I mean, no one will ever ask you for like an official ledger employee will never ask you for any private information, Sebastiano. As long as you don't give out your recovery phrase, you're good. Right? They can't take your funds if you don't give them access to it. Yeah, guys, we have about 10 more minutes. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to fire them away. Um, How often do Ledger go live? I'm new to Ledger channel. I think it's great. Thank you, Ava. So me personally, I do these device setups onboarding, and I do like a Q&A period every Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific or 7 or no 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Yep. Can we send some of our tokens on our Nano to our iTrust Capital retirement account? I don't know what your iTrust Capital retirement account is, Rick. But if it has an address, right, you can send your tokens anywhere. Exactly, Ava. Yep, Ben. Yep. There's a lot of different channels you can, get support on, ask questions, learn crypto, right? It's really we do these streams for the community and obviously for Ledger users, right? We want to bridge the gap, right? There's a huge learning curve when it comes to like crypto and learning security and best practice. So we try our best to provide that service to you guys. For sure. Yep. Ben will be running our Reddit. No problem, Kawhi, man. See you later. If you have any other questions, man, feel free to ask. Feel free to ask. I got 10 minutes left. Yep. Shout out to Ben. He's been a real help. No problem, Ava. You have a great day. If you have any other questions, fire them away. I'm here for like another 10 minutes. So, as far as setup, what you want to see, I can show you visually too. So that's the thing I like about these streams. I can show you things visually, whether it's Ledger Live, unboxing, whatever the case may be. Right. So, cool. When can we all meet? If you go to some crypto events, there's usually a few Ledger employees there. Um, Most recent event I went to was VCon with Gary V. We had like our own booth, and it was pretty sick. When will USDC Moon? When will USDC Moon? I don't know, dude. No problem, Colin. Isn't it pretty late in England right now? Because over here it's 11 a.m. So I'm assuming England has to be right like 12 hours ahead, right? Maybe 10 hours ahead. Not too sure. Yeah, yeah, Austin. Ben is just trolling, man. Yeah, USDC's a stable coin is pegged, but Ben's just trolling. Almost 7 p.m. Okay. You have dinner yet? Hopefully you had dinner, man. Hopefully you have a good weekend, Colin. Is original Ledger Nano S discontinued? I don't see it on the website. Yeah, spectator. So with the Nano S, the reason why we discontinue it, right? It still works perfectly fine, right? I want to make it very clear that, and hopefully you understand, the reason why we phase it out is because due to the memory capacity, right? So if you're someone that just holds, let's say, Bitcoin and Ethereum, it's fine. But as a crypto ecosystem expands, right? It's one of our early devices. We want to expand with it. And there's a lot of app updates and um, people are using various networks, so you're gonna need more storage for that, right? So that's why we discontinue it because as more users onboard into the crypto space, right, they're gonna various networks and you need multiple apps. But if you're just like a one app user, you should be perfectly fine. Spectator 86. In terms of security, everything's the same, so you're good there. Everything's the same. The big difference is, I'll say this, the big difference is you use NFTs, the Nano S, you won't be able to send NFTs through Ledger Live. You'll have to connect it through MetaMask. So it could be a process if you're big into NFTs, but I'm sure you already know that if you're into NFTs. But regarding functionality, security, they're all the same. It really comes down to memory capacity and um, right? I have a Nano S right here. I still use it. It's not too bad, but the Nano S Plus is my favorite device in terms of bang for your buck. Another thing, guys, I forgot to mention, we do have a discount code in the chat below. I think we're still offering free shipping. If you guys want to order a backup device, it doesn't hurt. We also offer backup solutions, right? Crypto Steel, Bill Fodl. We have a lot of things down in the description. I don't want to, sell you guys on anything. Just want to give you guys, throw that in the air. So if you guys want to, buy another ledger backup, feel free. Or maybe, yeah, or maybe you guys want to, just have one because why not, right? You're getting it for a discount. What is the lifespan of a Nano X? So I had my, so I've actually had my ledger before I worked at Ledger, and I had this for um, about like a year, like 2 years now. And you guys can, and I'll show you too, Colin. So I'll show you because I am actually a Ledger OG. Here, I'll show you. Okay. So as you can see, this is the ledger that I had before I worked for Ledger. This is the new ledger. You guys can see we rebranded our logo a bit. And yeah. But in terms of this, I've never had any issues with my Nano X ever. Sometimes there may be issues with, people reporting issues, excuse me, with the Nano X. But like I said, you are under a 2-year warranty period. And, if anything happens, we got you. But with the Nano S X, since there is batteries, sometimes people have issues with that, right? But we do definitely have the support to help you guys fix any issues and warranty, of course. Yep, exactly. Hey, shout out to Orlando, Florida, Ava. Shout out to Orlando. There's what is there? Um, Universal Studios in Orlando, right? Austin. Yeah, Austin. I mean, yeah, exactly. Austin's a testimonial right there. He's had his ledger for 3 years. Nice. Um, JCR, should I change a battery on the Nanox? You can't. If anything happens to it, JCR, if you have any issues with the battery, just contact us, right? Don't open up your device and tamper with it, because if you do, I'm pretty sure it voids a warranty. The warranty is 2 years. Gotcha, Ava. That's really cool. Yeah, Florida's really nice, minus the hurricanes, right? Um, I've been to Miami, and Miami was pretty cool. I don't know if you ever been to Miami, like Brickell area. Pretty nice area. I think it was Brickell. Yeah. It was either that or Winwood. Is it easy to send XCC to the ledger? So if you want to, Liam, if you want to use XCC, are you referring to XCC on its native network? If you are, there is going to be a setup, like a few steps you have to go through to set that up. Let me see if I can find that for you, and then I'll link it in the chat. Um, you have to either use, let's see, let's see. Yeah, thanks, Ben. Damn. You have the X and the S plus, Austin, or do you have the S and X? Colt Dow. Um, Colt Dow, ERC20. So yeah, Rice, you'll probably gotcha, Austin, gotcha. Right. So if you want to view your cold down tokens, I don't think we support it. What I mean by support is you, like you said, right? You can't visually see the value, right? You're gonna probably have to use MetaMask. You're gonna connect your hardware wallet, your ledger to MetaMask, then you're gonna add the token contract address, and then you'll be able to view your tokens on MetaMask. And that's basically how the process would go for any ERC20s we don't support. You can still send it to your Ethereum address, right? You won't be able to see it in Ledger Live. That's why you'll have to go to MetaMask, and then you'll be able to see it. So it's a pretty simple process. If you don't know, I can definitely show you real quick on how to do that. Bryce, let me know. And I'll bounce out of here in like 5 minutes. Exactly, Ava. Yeah, I've never been to Orlando. But yeah, Miami's cool. It's I don't know. It's different being a tourist than living there. I don't know. But I do like the weather. Minus the hurricanes, like he said, right? The palm trees are nice. So it's 11. And then yeah, guys, I'll bounce out of here in like 3 minutes. I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. Shout out to Austin, shout out to Ava, Rick Caruso, some of the new people. I see you guys in here. To connect to MetaMask, I need a desktop. The Ledger app. Yeah, exactly right. So you'll need a desktop to do that. Um, Ledger doesn't have the connect hardware option on MetaMask mobile yet. Maybe that's something we can definitely, not we, but MetaMask can definitely implement in the future. I did. Yeah, my name is Ty Ava. Yep, 3 letters. TAI, just like you. Yeah, peace out, Rick. You have a good weekend as well. Yeah, so I do these every Friday, Ava, at 10. Obviously, you're new. You can come next Friday and then ask your questions, whatever. Definitely help you out. Whatever, play around with it, right? Just don't give out your recovery phrase to anyone, all right? Don't, yeah. Just don't give out your recovery phrase to anyone. Ledger does not, ask for any private information. So just remember that. But yeah, just, try a few things, do some test transactions. If you have any crypto related questions, come back next Friday, 10 a.m. That's, yeah, 1 p.m. Eastern time because Florida is Eastern time. So yeah, so you can come by and ask your questions. But yeah, guys, I'm going to bounce out of here in another minute. If I don't have any more questions, I hope you guys have a great weekend. All right. Have a good Have a good weekend, Ava. Yeah, it's TAI, not Tia, but TAI. But yeah, nice chatting with you. You have a good weekend. Austin, I make sports bets using Ledger, and the security is phenomenal and make transaction layout neat. Do you use a stake? What platform is accepting crypto for sports betting? Oh, it's probably like an offshore, like Bovado or something like that. I also do a little bit of sports betting myself. Yep. Come through to the Reddit if you guys have any questions and want to ask Ben. Ben will be running the show for Reddit. But yeah, shout out to Ben for helping out today. Yeah, it's all good, Ava. All good. You have a good weekend. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. If you guys have any questions, feel free to contact us on Twitter. It must be a verified account, or just come back next Friday. You guys can ask me directly. You guys know it's official because it is on our official YouTube page. I can show you guys how to navigate through things or, do anything, right? I'm here for you guys. Shout out to you guys. I hope you guys have a good weekend. Bye. Peace out.